I think you saw a championship level team play tonight. Unfortunately, it was the team in black. They did all the things that championship teams do. They came into the game a poor free throw shooting team in the 60%. They made every one. We came into the game one of the top free throw shooting teams in the country, and we shot 67-9. We missed the front end of 1-and-1s. We missed shots in the first half that would have, opened up a lead. They played like a championship team. We didn't. We made a turnover in the second half. We're battling back, and they just came and took it from us and went and shot a layup. We got 4 fifth-year seniors on the floor, and we're not making plays. So you can say what you want, but you saw a championship team out there tonight. That was the team in black. They did everything they're supposed to do. They started the second half on the road behind, and just came out and dominated the first. They shoot an air ball, we defend, they shoot an air ball, and the guy, we spent the whole halftime talking about Carson Williams and keeping him off the glass, and he gets the ball and lays it in. That's coming out of halftime. We get a 12-point lead in the first half, and they have a baseline out of bounds, and we worked on a couple of the stuff they do on baseline out. We had 5 days to prepare for them. This wasn't a one-day prep and haven't played somebody. We had 5 days to prepare for them. And they just throw it in and get a layup on an out-of-bounds play. We got a 12-point lead. Next thing you know, we got it was down to 6. Nick hurt his knee in the first half, so, I brought a freshman in and he made a couple bad plays. But what am I going to do? I got to play. He had to play. We were injured. So that 3 minutes to end the half, when we had a 12-point lead and it ended up 6, and then the first 4 minutes of the second half, they were the championship team. And they deserved to win the game. They beat us. Every way you want to beat us, they beat us. In our gym, on national TV. So there's nothing else to be written but that.
Questions for student athletes?
Mark says about a little bit, tell me about the frustration. It looked like you guys were kind of, shoulders were shrugged a little bit, 5 minutes left, and you gained some momentum to get back into it. But how much did they frustrate you, like coaches?
Like Coach said, man, we get a stop, and Williams, he just outwork us and get the rebound and lay it up and either foul them or McDonald, one of them is around the basket all the time and getting rebounds. So we just gotta execute and start with me. I gotta make free throws, even though I ain't get no shots before that. I just gotta make free throws and step up to the plate.
Kendrick, what about that? You guys, top 10 free throw shooting team in the country. What do you attribute that to here tonight?
I think that was one of the many reasons why we lost the game tonight. There's no excuses for on our part about it, and it can't happen again.
Any other questions?
Mark says about what Carson Williams did tonight, what you guys were trying to do against him.
Like Coach said, we was trying to put a body on the first, and we did a good job on Holland for sure. He shot bad in the second half, came out with the airborne, of course, and he had 4 fouls. And like I said, we get a stop, and Williams just find a way to get the ball and get a layup or something, or McDonald, one of them, just get the ball and lay the ball up. So we just got to be better, and like Coach said, just focus on the little stuff and all the other stuff to play out for itself.
All right, thanks, guys. Questions for Coach?
How concerned are you at this point in time, back-to-back losses in the league?
We're 1-2. Championship teams don't go 1-2. We got to throw all that stuff aside. We got to go get ready for Wright State now. 1 can't become 2. That's what happened to us last year. We lost to Detroit in here, and then the Cleveland State thing. Everybody, and then we didn't come back and play 2 nights later. One can't become 2. We've got to play Sunday. We got to play, and we got to play well Sunday.
Does that put some extra juice on it, Coach? I mean, basically must win, right? I mean,
Well, I don't. It's January. I don't think that we thought we had no chance to win the championship last year, and we won it. I mean, we lose to Detroit and Cleveland State in here last year. Then Green Bay comes in and beat us, and we walked out of here that night after the Green Bay game, and nobody thought we had a chance, and we won it. We won every game in February, and 9 in a row or something like that. You just can't think like that. We got to get ready for Wright State now. It's not a must-win. It's a you know what? We go play Wright State, and we got to right the wrongs. I mean, we continually do the things that don't take talent wrong. We didn't, how many times was ball on the floor tonight and we didn't get it? How many air balls did they shoot that they got it back? We came down the court, we're down 3 or 4, and and we just throw the ball to Jalen and through 5 people and they steal it. I mean, we just don't value the little things. And that's my job as the coach, to continually try and correct that and get us to value the little things and to understand how important the little things are. The little things are so important, they're really not little things. They're not little things. Front end of a 1-and-1 down 6 with 7 minutes to go or 6 minutes, 5 minutes to go is not a little thing. You got to make those. They made them. Carson Williams is 60-some% free throw shooter. He made them. That's what championship teams do.
Greg, I know Williams played really well. You were rotating. You tried everything against him. Isaiah, Julius.
Nah, we didn't play zone, and it was, once they got ahead by 10 or 12 or 8 or whatever it was, I just didn't think zone. If we let them sit there and shoot a couple threes and make them all, then it's going to be 15 or 16. And so we just tried everything we could do. We tried different people. Actually, Palambizio probably did the best job. He probably did the best job on him. But then we didn't have any rim protection. And then, so I thought Chris really had a good game. I thought he really helped us. But for an extended period, we would really be in trouble if we had to keep with him at the 5. I mean, he's a 3 and we're trying to play him at the 5, So, but I do think he did the best job on him.
Were Rock and Palmer just not doing what you wanted, or was it just Williams doing, playing better?
Well, Palmer, I had no idea what he was doing. I don't think he did either. Isaiah came down on his ankle early in the game, and he was out for a while. They took him back there. They taped him up. I asked him in the second half, I go, can we run an alley-oop to you? And he said no. So obviously he was in pain, and I think the kid took advantage of him. I do think he did some good things when late in the game defensively. He made a couple blocks and did some things. But, Jalen Hayes has 5 rebounds, and he has 5 rebounds. I mean, they only missed 29 shots, and they had 11 offensive rebounds on 29 shots. They just kicked our tail.
Did they work Hendrick down a little bit with their defense?
No, the ball just didn't go in. For how many times did Kendrick's ball rattle in and come out? But that doesn't matter. You got to win those games. You got to win those games. You're at home. You got to win those games. And we were right there to do it, and we couldn't make the play. I mean, we got to get stops. There's 6 seconds on the shot clock, and number 5, a freshman on their team, drives by us and makes a floater, and the kid can't shoot. And then the next possession, with the shot clock running down, he drives by us and makes a floater. After I had a conversation with the kid that was guarding him that this can't happen. And again, the next possession, he drives by and makes a floater. And the kid guarding him's got no clue. He doesn't understand. Doesn't understand. And that has to get fixed. Down and distance has to get fixed. We are the worst down and distance team in the country.
Any other questions? All right, thanks, Coach.
Yep.